as Barzal leaves it for him. Barzal drops for Green. Green with a shot. He scores! The former Devils captain Andy Green, his first of the year, ties it for the Isles. Two goals tonight, both from Islander defensemen. Dobson got the first one. Green gets this one.
Andy Green scoring against his old team. It starts all the way back with Ilya Sorokin. A wide pass, and then Josh Bailey leaves it. Has to drag a foot to stay onside. Good job by him. You look up, there's not... What's interesting there, no Islanders went to the front of the net, and that's what I was thinking watching it live. They've got to go to the front of the net. They've got to create chaos. I guess they don't. Andy Green found the hole. But when you're looking at Anders Lee came out wide, and he was asking for the puck. He wanted a one-timer situation. Andy Green said, no, I'm going to take it myself.
Ross Johnston lined up next to Mason Geertsen on that face-off at center ice. Had to be separated by the officials before the puck got put in play, and then gave him a chop and tried to get him to go. Of course, Geertsen, the one that hit Dobson in the first period that resulted in the Chara fight. That is not over yet, apparently. And the Islanders have even the score on the goal for Andy Green. First goal for Andy Green since April 9th. He scored against the Rangers. This is offside. And a hand pass, which is the reason for the whistle. And then Johnston comes after Geertsen again. Mason Geertsen, 30 fights in the last 4 seasons in the American Hockey League. It's part of his game. And Ross Johnston still thinks there is a question that needs to be answered after the hit he delivered on Dobson.
Here's a look at it, too. You just mentioned it. They're out there. Noah Dobson gives him a little shove and turns around. Sees Ross Johnston. Not sure that's what he was expecting when he gets a shove from Noah Dobson.
No penalties handed out on the play. And Ross Johnston, you know, one of the reasons he's so valuable is, AJ, there are not many guys as tough and as big as him in the National Hockey League. Period. End of sentence. But he can play. Yeah,
he can play. And, you know, that's Barry Trotz has been... He really has sang his praises for quite some time now. Ross Johnston has worked very hard on the areas of his game that allow him to now perhaps become a regular, because he says he can move, he can get up and down the ice, and he's smart, and he can create some offense. There are all these valuable things, and in the league right now, there's really no room for just a physical presence. You got to be able to skate.
On top of that, he has a very hard task of coming in after lengthy layoffs for being scratched for long periods of time, and doesn't seem to look like a guy who hasn't played in a week or 2 weeks or a month like he has.
And he's been asked about that. He says, it's my job. That's what I do. I got to go out there and be ready. But it is. If you can't get into game situations, it's challenging to keep up that compete level just in practice. And he's done a phenomenal job with it, and he's being rewarded now with some more playing time.
Severson can't catch up to that one. Barry Trotz saying today that there is a scenario that he brings Matt Martin back in the lineup, reunites the identity line, and moves Ross Johnston up to keep him in the lineup. Devils working for Severson. His shot blocked by Pajot, who checks the stick to make sure it's still in one piece. As the Islanders have scored to even this game for the second time tonight. Andy Green from Matt Barzal and Josh Bailey. Barzal's got an assist on both Islander goals tonight. So he has 8 assists in the last 5 games, and Barzal has points in all 6 games since the COVID pause the Islanders' schedule. Severson trying a little give and go with Jack Hughes. Pellick got involved, and this one is thrown up over the glass, out of play, and it'll be a penalty against Zach Parise for delay of game and a New Jersey Devils power play when we come back just moments after the Islanders tied the score.